Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the Atwood Park edition of the Mayor's Corner. So we are here at Atwood Park, and it is an absolutely beautiful day. But we're getting towards the end of summer, right? So we've got end of summer going on. The weather's been great, a lot more comfortable. Labor Day weekend's coming up, so again, I hope everyone has a great 3-day weekend coming up. Again, City Hall and all city buildings will be closed on Monday. We have the start of school coming up next week, so we're trying to get our schools ready. Yesterday, it was a new teacher orientation up at our schools, and they went around town and did a little scavenger hunt. So I had many groups of new teachers coming to the City Hall yesterday, and it was nice to get my picture taken with them and wish them good luck as they start their careers here in Newburyport. And then, we've already got kids starting sports too. So, I have 3 kids in our school system, right? I have a senior this year, Sadie. I have a sophomore, Ruby. And then my son Oliver is going into his 8th grade year, so his last year at the middle school. And their sports started a couple weeks ago, right? So kids are already busy, they're already out there again, and I'm really excited for the fall season. So again, we're here at Atwood Park because we are celebrating this beautiful new half-court basketball court that we put in that just got finished last week. This court was in desperate need of an upgrade, right? So this, along with a lot of other projects that we've done in the city, we've put a real big emphasis on updating our parks and recreation spaces. So again, this was one of those Community Preservation Act fund projects, CPA funds. We have a CPC committee that votes on these projects every year. We usually have somewhere between $1.4 and $1.3 million to give out for projects each year, right? So past projects for CPC, we've talked about before. The high school stadium was a CPC project, right? That was a massive upgrade to Stalen Field that we did a bunch of years ago. Market Landing Park was done with a grant out of a bond of CPC funds. And then most recently this year, those 3 new tennis courts we just put down the Knox School. We just did the Hop Top area with 2 other full basketball courts down there. We did some upgrades to Cashman and Atkinson Common to their surfaces, playing surfaces, basketball and tennis a few years back. So Woodman Park has gotten a big upgrade down there as well. So we've been trying to really strategically invest in our parks and using CPC to do it. So this half court at Atwood is just our latest one, and it is absolutely awesome. So I can't wait to take a few shots later. What else is going on? So we had a city council meeting on Monday night, and one of my department heads, Donna Drellick, my HR director, her appointment was up for in front of the city council. And just so you know, the council doesn't have the ability to appoint people to positions, but they do have to approve all of my appointments, right? And so all department heads, for the most part, have to go in front of the city council. And so I had submitted this appointment. To my knowledge, I don't think a reappointment to a department head position has ever been challenged before. But it got challenged Monday night. So it was Donna was defeated 6-4. And I got to tell you, Donna has been involved in everything since I took off. She's been here for 6 years, so she was here before me. But she has been involved in all of our union contracts that has been approved by our city council these last 3 years. She's been involved in every department head search that we've had. We've had really specific searches for police marshal and fire chief that she's been involved in. We've had trainings that all go through her office that she was in charge with. I mean, again, just a lot of things. We updated our employee handbook. That was done through Donna Drellick's office. And she's worked closely with the finance department all those years too, negotiating those union contracts. So HR is incredibly valuable. I'll tell you this, we deal with HR issues, and it's like any other organization, right? We deal with HR issues every day here in the city. So it's a position we can't afford not to have someone be a part of. I mean, right now, we've got an active union contract negotiation going on right now. We're searching for our next office manager down at the DPS headquarters, and we're searching for a new DPS director. That's all happening right now. Okay, so her appointment was up. By charter, we have to have a 3-year appointment. So we thought we had come to an agreement on a compromise, which would have been a 1-year appointment. Now there's precedence for this because when Donna was here in 2021, when I was running for election, the city council agreed to give her a 1-year appointment, and that would have allowed whoever the mayor was in January 2022 to make that appointment. So that's what we were going for, right? I mean, it's not what we wanted. We wanted a 3-year appointment. Again, Donna's been an incredibly valued employee. But we thought we had a compromise for 1 year, and it still would have been a close vote. We had 6-5 from what we were told if we could get that 1-year appointment. What we learned and what the city clerk informed us is that those one-year appointments are not allowed under our charter. And that was confirmed by our city solicitor, which was really disappointing because that was our compromise. And then, like I said, going forward to the meeting, Donna ended up getting not in favor of by a 6-4 vote. Councilor Lane was missing; he was sick that night, but Councilor Lane was supportive of Donna Drellick, so it would have been a 6-5 vote against either way. So what I informed the council the next day was I appointed Donna Drellick as our interim HR director. So under our charter, the mayor has the ability to appoint interim directors. Now those things don't go to appointment to city council. I have to file it with the clerk's office, which we did right after, Monday night going into Tuesday morning. And so Donna was at our desk on Monday, thank goodness, for the city. And again, I don't make these decisions lightly. This is something I definitely thought was in the best interest of the city. We have to keep things moving. And what it does under the charter allows me to do, it allows me to appoint an interim director who can perform the duties, which we know Donna can, for 90 days. And then there's possible 2 30-day extensions, right? So 150 days total, which would get us to the next mayor, whoever that may be. Of course, I hope it's me. But that would get us to there, right? So to me, that was the other compromise that we were able to get to, right? We couldn't get the 1 year, even though it looked like we had 6 votes for that 1 year appointment. But we were able to get through for these next couple months, these critical months for the city as we get through this election season. So that's where we are. So Donna Drellick is still in her role. And again, it was just unfortunate. This is the second position that the council has targeted. And actually, if you look see who's voting, most of those councilors won't even be here come January. So it is curious why they're targeting, 2 female employees, one Kim Turner in the budget, and now Donna Drellick, who actually got her salary reduced in the budget, and then they went after her appointment after that. So it is unfortunate. Again, we're still plugging forward and getting a lot of things done here in the city, but it's certainly something to keep eye on these next couple months of how this lame duck city council moves forward with some of the things that they're doing, right? Again, we're still just trying to do great things here in the city. But I'm lucky for Donna and all my department heads for kind of blocking out the noise that's coming from city council chambers right now, and still, working on the best interests of not only the city, but the residents, and again, moving things forward, because that's all we can do, all right? Now, last night was an interesting meeting. We had a neighborhood meeting at Anna Jake's Hospital. This is something I've been working on since I took office. Now, I'll be open, I live in that neighborhood as well, and we've had a lot of incidents the last couple years that really scary safety-related incidents in our neighborhood. A good friend of mine, across the street neighbor, got attacked with a hammer a number of years ago. We've had patients escape from the emergency room to little to no clothes, end up in people's backyards. We had someone escape from the hospital earlier this year and was found in someone's backyard. So these things are becoming more and more common, and we're really concerned. Anna Jake's has gone through a number of leadership changes just since I've been in office, right? So they're on their 4th CEO just since I've been here, and I've been here just a little over 3 years. But I will say, we've really been able to start fresh with this new CEO, Tom Sams. He's been great. He's actually the head of a number of hospitals, and Anna Jake's being one of them for Beth Israel Lahey Health. And he's been great to work with. So, with Marshall Simons, we've kind of rebuilt that relationship, which I think is important. And then last night was really just about getting as many neighbors there as we could, so they could hear directly from residents about what's concerning them. We talked a lot about safety last night. We talked a lot about traffic and speed. Like, how is the hospital? Again, it's our largest employer in town, right? But it's really set right in the middle of a densely populated neighborhood. So how are the employees, how is that hospital functioning in that neighborhood impacting residents? And how can the hospital help us with that? And we came up with a lot of good action items, which I thought, again, a lot of these are on the hospital side. The one thing on the city side, when there is an incident where there could be a safety concern of maybe a patient wandering away from the hospital, how do we notify the neighborhood as quickly as possible that there could be some emergency happening either at the hospital or could be spilling out into the neighborhood? And one thing that we're doing, and I credit Marshall Simons for this because he's been doing it since he took office, but he is very open to increasing communication in different ways to the community. And one of them is using our code red system, right? And that's our reverse 911. first I'm going to tell everyone should sign up for this. So we actually just used it this summer a couple different times around road closures for different events, right? And you might have got a text on your phone, you might have got an email, you might have got a buzz on your phone, but it's an immediate alert sent out by the police department to let you know something's happening. Now we can actually geo-fence those types of alerts, and so in this case for Anna Jake's Hospital, if I can get everyone to sign up for this, then we can actually send out an alert specific to that neighborhood. And then again, once we know that there's something wrong at the hospital, again, that's a big part of it, is that we have to know something's going on, but then we can send out that information to the hospital. So all in all, it was a great meeting. I'm going to tell you how to sign up for Code Red real quick, because I think every resident should be signed up for this. And you got to go to newburyportpolice.com, all right, /Code Red, all right? And once you go there, it is very easy. It took me 2 minutes to sign up last night, and we did it. We actually talked about it at the meeting, but then we did it too to just show people how easy it was to sign up. But then once you sign up for that, you're going to get all those. Now again, we're not going to use that all the time. We're going to use it in emergency situations, or in situations where something's affecting the whole city, like a road race that might be shutting down roads. We want to give people the heads up on. But again, newburyportpolice.com /Code Red. Sign up today. Again, we're going to be using it more for getting information out to the public. Lastly, I'm just going to talk about State Street. I know I'm going a little long here, but there's going to be a lot of work happening on State Street starting this week and then till Halloween, really. So we're talking about there's some water work being done. There's some valves that need to get replaced on State Street, so we're digging up the road there. There's electrical work happening. Again, we talked about our downtown lighting program. We're going to be adding the electric work on that street before we pave it. And then finally, come mid-September, so we only got a couple weeks left of outdoor dining, we're going to take apart the parklets, and then we're going to pave the road, right? So there's going to be a lot happening on State Street. Please pay attention. We're going to keep everyone up to date, but as all goes as planned, before Halloween, we're going to have a brand new State Street, brandly new paved, and then we're going to have all that electrical work done, because we've ordered the lamps. The new lanterns are going to go up State Street, and we're going to install those this spring, okay? So that's my Mayor's Corner. I hope everybody has a wonderful Labor Day weekend, and I will see you all next time on the Mayor's Corner.